Hi, welcome back to the power of model drawing. Today we are going to continue with our practice problem on how to draw out the model. So let's look at question 1 and let's read the question. So Abel and Benjamin, okay, let me just, Abel and Benjamin were given the same amounts of pocket money. Each day, Abel spent $12 and Benjamin spent $15. So when Benjamin had $18 left, Abel had 5 times as much left as Benjamin. So Abel will have 5 boxes, Benjamin will have 1 time or 1 box. So how much was Abel's pocket money? Alright, now we are going to use something to help us to draw the model, and that is ratio. So when do we use ratio? We use ratio when we see something that is fixed. For example, you see the each day. Each day, Abel spent $12 and Benjamin spent $15. So that is fixed. It means that every day they will spend the same, they will spend the amounts of money which is fixed. So when you see something that is fixed, you can use ratio. And so I'm going to write down Abel is to Benjamin. So every day Abel spent 12, Benjamin spent 15. And when you have your ratio, you need to simplify the ratio. So you divide by 3 and divide by 3. So it means that Abel spent 4 units of money, Benjamin spent 5 units after some days. We don't know how many days, but we know that Abel will spend 4 units after some days, Benjamin will spend 5 units after some days. Alright, so we are now going to draw the model. So over here, what is the lesson? The lesson is to use some other things to help us to draw model. Like last week, we used the model to make one group, and over here, we can use ratio together with model. So when you draw the model, the first sentence should be quite easy to draw. So they were both given the same amounts of money. So you draw 2 equal boxes to represent the same amounts of money. And because after some days, Abel spent 4 units, right? So each day Abel spent $12, which is 4 units. So I'm going to cut over here. After some days, Abel spent 4 units, and Benjamin will spend 5 units after the same number of days. So I cut a bit longer, and this is your 5 units that Benjamin spends, right? And then what happened later? Benjamin had $18 left, and Abel has 5 times as much left as Benjamin. So 5 times means you take 18 and you times 5, and that will give you $90. So Abel would have $90 left. So how much was Abel's pocket money? So this is how you, the question mark, where you put the question mark. Okay, so the model is done already. So what we have to do now is to look at the model and use it to work out the steps. So if you look at the units, you can see that there is a difference of 1 unit, right? 1 unit difference. 5 unit minus 4, you get 1 unit. Then you compare the whole numbers. 90 minus 18, there is a difference of $72. So that tells you that your 1 unit is equal to $72. So when you draw a model, one of the guidelines or one of the tips to how to look at the model is to look for the difference. See whether can you find any difference. Alright, so how much was Abel's pocket money? So I have to find how much is 4 units and then plus 90. That will be Abel's pocket money. So 4 units will be 72 times 4. And 72 times 4, you will get $288. And then you have to plus 90. That will give you Abel's pocket money. And that will be $378. And how about Benjamin? Would he get the same amounts of pocket money? Well, we can check, right? So Benjamin has 5 units. So you can find what is 5 units. You take 72 and you times 5. That will be 360. And then you take 360 and plus $18. So Benjamin would also get the same amounts of pocket money, which is $378. So which means that both of them were given the same amounts of pocket money. So have you solved the problem? Yep. So Abel's pocket money was $378. So what's the lesson here? Now the lesson here is to, if you see something that is fixed, then you may want to use ratio to represent what is fixed, and then use that to build your model. Alright, so let's go to question number 2. Okay, so let's read the question. A basket contains 196 balls of 3 different colors. The ratio of the blue to the green is 2:1, and the ratio of the red to the total balls is 1:7. So how many red balls are there in the basket? And what is the ratio of the green to the red to the blue in the simplest form? Alright, now in this problem, you can use other ways of solving. You can write as ratio, means your steps are all in ratio, and or you can draw a model, which is what we are going to do now. So let's look at the first sentence. And if the first sentence you can't draw, then you skip. And go to the next sentence. The ratio of the blue to the green is 2 boxes and 1 box. Alright, what is not so good about model drawing is you have to draw. You have to spend time to draw. So is there a better way to do this problem? Yeah, there's a better way, which is using ratio. Alright, so you don't have to draw a model, you just have to use ratio. But because it's model drawing lesson, so we have to draw out the problem. Okay, so let's continue. Now, so you're until here, and the ratio of the red to the total balls. So how would you want to draw this model? So the ratio of the red to the total balls, so you can actually do what? You can actually put down total balls will be red, blue, and green. Okay, so you can have something like model sharing. In one of my earlier lesson, you have a model sharing. It means that a few people share the same rectangle. Alright, for example, red, you have 1, and then the red, blue, and green, they will share a model, right? And then you cut it into 7, because the ratio is 1:7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 3 colors share the same rectangle. Okay, and of course, you can see that if one box is red, okay, I can even add some more. If one box is red, then the other 2 colors must be the blue and the green. So take time to draw the model. And by the way, you can see that you can even have 2 sets of model side by side. Alright, so this is not before and after model. You are just drawing 2 sets of model to compare them later. Alright, so if you look at the model on the left side, you can see the blue and the green. There is a total of 3 boxes, right? 3 boxes. And if you look at the blue and the green on the right side, there is a total of 6 boxes, if you notice. 6 boxes on the right side. But they both refer to the same colors. So can I make them equal? Yes, I can. All I have to do is I just cut it into 2 smaller boxes each. And now I got 6 units already, right? And then on the right side of the model, I'm going to cut these 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, I don't have to cut, right? There's no need to cut because it is already 6 boxes. So let's recap. So if over here, there are already 6 units, and then over here, there are also 6 units. So now every box is all the same. So if every box is all the same, you can actually call them 1 unit each. So every box is 1 unit, and over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 as well. So the blue and the green also have 6 units. And do the same for the whole model. Alright, so now can we find how many red balls are there in the basket, which is the question mark here. Alright, now remember the first sentence that we are unable to draw, which is the basket contains 196 balls of different colors. So where do we put 196, which is the total balls? I can put over here, which is all the 3 colors, 196. Okay, so now you can see that how many units is 196, which is 7 units. So 7 units is equal to 196. Then your 1 unit must be 196 and divide by 7. And your 1 unit is 28. So have you found how many red balls are there in the basket? Yes, which is 28. Okay? Alright, so what is the ratio of the green to the red to the blue. Now, you don't have to find exactly how many red balls, green balls, and blue balls. You can use the units to help you get the ratio. So what is the ratio of the green, which is 2 units, right over here. So green, 2. And the red is 1 unit. And how about the blue? The blue is 4 units. So 2 is to 1 is to 4. And that's how you get the ratio in the simplest form. And that's your part B. And we are done. Alright, so that's how you draw the model. Alright, and in this question, you can see that we draw 2 sets of model, or 2 models to compare, to compare them side by side. So this is not a before and after model. So what you are doing is you actually draw 2 models to compare them. Alright, so we come to the end of this very short lesson on model drawing. Now in the next week, we are going to look at some more model drawing. So stay tuned for the next week lesson.